Welcome back to True Grit. Our next contest is for the brand new NLW Atlas Championship. And here comes the first man in this triple threat contest, the ring general, Walter. Each of these men in this match won a qualifier, a triple threat qualifier, to get to this three-way match tonight to crown the first ever NLW Atlas champion. Just one of the many initiatives undertaken by NLW Commissioner Shawn Michaels. And Walter, he is very confident in his abilities. He's undefeated so far in NLW, as is this man, who has just burst onto the scene. He is limitless. This is Keith Lee. And I have never seen a man like Keith Lee, the size of him, do the things that he can do. There's a reason they call him limitless, folks. And tonight, he wants to become the first ever Atlas champion and make his mark on No Limits Wrestling. And you know what? He made his mark this past week on NLW, pouncing AJ Styles out of the ring and onto the Good Brothers. And that's another thing I want to mention. What is the relationship between AJ Styles and the Good Brothers? Because it seems as though AJ, although he's friends with the Good Brothers, he doesn't want them fighting his battles. Well, tonight, AJ is going to need all the help he can get. And that's not to discount his abilities. However, he lacks the size in this matchup, but what he lacks in his size, he makes up for in determination. He was the first ever winner of Money in the Bank here in NLW. He was a record-setting NLW champion, a record-setting hardcore champion, and tonight, can he etch his name into history as the first ever NLW Atlas champion? It's Keith Lee, it's Walter, it's AJ Styles, and now the bell has sounded and this Atlas title triple threat match is underway. Lee and Walter staring each other down, but there comes AJ with a forearm. It's the clothesline and a chop from AJ Styles, and blocks the punch. Went for the kick. And the leapfrog. Insane agility. And there's Walter with a power slam. And a giant whoopsie. Here's the cover. Got a kick out from AJ Styles. Such a great clash of styles, but blocks the punch from Walter. And look at the strength of Keith Lee. First we see his agility. And now the power. But in comes AJ Styles with a forearm. Once again breaking up the party. And AJ Styles, his first pay-per-view match since WrestleMania, coming over the top with a tope con hilo. AJ wiping out Walter. Now picking up the ring general. But look out for Keith Lee! Good God! Corkscrew plancher flying over the top rope. Have you ever seen a man the size of Keith Lee do something like that? Insane is all I've got to say about that. And now watch out again. AJ flies over the top. And right here, Keith Lee once again going over. And you can see the damage he's done to the phenomenal AJ Styles. They're going after Walter, but a big time boot. And a shoulder block. And a Hurricane Rana stopped out with a Boston Crab. And it's applied tightly. You can see the pain and the pressure on the spine of Keith Lee. And now a punch from AJ Styles, but it did not faze Walter one bit. Oh, God! Well, that's what you get when you try and break up the hold. Big time chop from Walter, I'm sure the first of many. And a chop from Keith Lee. And a chop from Walter. And Walter tells him to bring it on, and what a chop again. And now these two going hell for leather. And a big time uppercut. And a pounce. I know a certain pig will love that move, and look out. AJ Styles breaks up the pin with a 450. And now the calf crusher applied. Is Walter going to tap out? And do we have a new Atlas champion? And again, wrenching on that knee. The leg is not supposed to bend that way, folks, but look at Walter gouging the eyes. And the sleeper applied. Is AJ going to pass out? He's wrenched it in. And in comes Keith Lee. And a German. Into a sleeper suplex. AJ Styles flew into my lap. And what is it going to take? What is necessary to win this match and become the Atlas champion? I don't know. But I know that move was absolutely insane. First of all, the strength to lift up Walter on his own. And then to throw AJ Styles into the mix. Big bang catastrophe, maybe no. From behind. Suplex. German suplex, but Keith Lee stares him down in a headbutt. Walter dazed. And a shotgun John Woo drop kick. Walter picks him up, puts it away with a powerbomb. No! Code red! And a phenomenal forearm breaks up the pin. This match is 10-10. Whoa, wait a minute. Styles clash. No! On the shoulders. Spirit bomb! Oh, what the hell is this? It's the Good Brothers interfering on behalf of AJ Styles again. I don't think AJ would be appreciative of that. But Walter chopping down the Good Brothers and takes care of Gallows and Anderson. Well, they're trying to help AJ, but I don't think AJ wants it. Oh, wait a minute! Are you kidding me? A low blow from AJ Styles! And this was the plan all along! Styles clash! No! Moonsault! Keith Lee! With a moonsault! AJ! Springboard phenomenal forearm caught! Big bang! Catastrophe! Keith Lee is your new NLW Atlas champion. Bask in his glory. He's done what he set out to do. He has put himself on the map and made history here tonight. Well, take a look at the ending sequence. The Spirit Bomb would have put it away had it not been for the Good Brothers. But Walter took care of them. And then AJ Styles, shockingly, with a low blow. It seems as if this was the plan for AJ Styles all along. But Keith Lee broke it up with a moonsault, went for the forearm, got caught into the Big Bang Catastrophe. And Keith Lee is the brand new Atlas champion. Well, AJ being helped to his feet by the Good Brothers, their plan did not come to fruition here tonight. And neither did that man's. Walter, obviously fuming as well. Well, AJ Styles says it's not over. But Keith Lee pointing to who the man is. He is limitless and bask in the champion's glory. And you know what? The Undisputed Era wants some glory of their own. Tonight, Adam Cole steps in the ring with the former NLW Commissioner Stone Cold Steve Austin in a street fight. But the Undisputed Era will be banned from ringside. And we saw what happened this past week. That brainbuster on the car that left Austin laying. But who will be left laying in that grave tonight? Because up next, it is the Buried Alive match. Jericho and The Undertaker The goal, put your opponent in the casket and bury them alive. Jericho has made it his mission to be the saviour, the one to stand up to the Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness, who have run roughshod over this company. And you know what? The Ministry, they hit a new low when Buddy Murphy attacked Bayley, and the Undertaker was ready to give Bayley a tombstone. And you know what? Thank God Jericho saved it, but I'm telling you what, we haven't seen Bayley since. And there's also the added caveat of Kane. And you know, we saw Undertaker dress as Kane this past week to tombstone Jericho. And apparently he's got Kane under his spell to do his bidding. And this is all talk. We have not seen Kane. We don't know what the story is. Apparently the Undertaker is trying to break Kane down emotionally to do his bidding. And Jericho here tonight is aiming to put a stop to the Undertaker's path of destruction by burying him alive, but it is easier said than done. The Undertaker is remorseless. The Undertaker is evil. And tonight, he wants to do away with Chris Jericho. And he eyes up that grave menacingly, and oh wait a minute, here comes Buddy Murphy of the Ministry, the disciple, the code breaker. And now there's Christian, another member of the Ministry, going for the kill switch with a Judas effect, and oh, there's Big Vis. And Jericho thrown into the barricade. Big Vis powering Jericho to the outside. And this was a master plan, a mugging by the members of the Ministry of Darkness. And now Jericho thrown in and the match begins, but it may be over right here with the last ride. Jericho getting ambushed by the members of the Ministry. They've all been brainwashed by this guy. That is why Buddy Murphy, I mean, I'm not making excuses for the guy, but why else would Buddy Murphy attack his own friend Bayley if it weren't for the Undertaker? And now Jericho throwing dirt in the eyes of Owen. Smacks him with that shovel. Another water Jericho in that grave. Right on top of the casket. And if Jericho immobilizes Undertaker, he's not going to be able to climb out of that. And now going to shut the casket, but that is just part one. The next part is to cover that casket in dirt, to bury your opponent alive. And that's not enough yet. Oh my God. He sits up and now throttles Jericho by the throat. But an arm drag. And the Undertaker falls down the grave. And now Jericho running crossbody to the Undertaker. Chris Jericho wiping out the dead man, the Phenom. And now the steel stairs off of the skull of the Undertaker. And going to throw him back in now. And now goes for the Lion Salt, but caught out. Throttled by the throat. Choke slam. The Undertaker scratching and clawing his way back to relevancy. And he can claim to be all powerful, and look at this now. Tombstone coming, no, Jericho fights out, and it's a Judas effect. And that may have knocked out the Undertaker, folks. But now here's the hard part. Carry that 300-pound frame over to the grave and bury him alive. And look at this, Jericho trying to bury him, but the shovel off the spine. And oh, good God, to the back of the skull. The Undertaker smacking that shovel across the back of the head. And I think Jericho's loopy. He doesn't know where he is, but he's trying to get to higher ground. Trying to get to safety. He's on top of the stage here, and the Undertaker catches him. Jericho, he's loopy, and oh my God! That's it, he's done. Jericho thrown off stage, landing spine first on the casket. Sickening thud. Lord, just end it, man. Oh, but he slaps him. Jericho's going to continue to be defiant. He gets hit with a jumping tombstone into the casket. And now shuts it. The lid is shut as the Undertaker continues to shovel dirt onto Chris Jericho in that casket. And he is buried alive. Short but sweet for the Undertaker. And he will continue to push this propaganda that he is all powerful as he brainwashes more, because he did what he set out to do, and that is bury Chris Jericho alive. Well, Jericho, he was attacked from the onset, and that shovel, I'm telling you, man, that was it. And then Chris Jericho getting thrown off stage, and then this, the jumping tombstone in that casket, and Jericho is buried alive. And the Undertaker celebrates his victory here tonight. Jericho will rest in peace. Oh, what the hell? What is this? Oh my God. The grave's on fire! And the Undertaker, he looks like he's seen a ghost. The mask high atop the arena. Is Kane really under the Undertaker's spell?